what's up everybody? I've got an update for you guys on the fish room. First I'm going to go over what I went over last time, this shelf right here, and what I'm planning on doing with it, and then I'll move on to what I've done since the last update with the 33 long, this other shelf right here you can see, and tell you what my plan is for the new setup for the 33s. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so we moved on to this shelf, the metal rack. So I'll tell you what the plans are right now, and what I'm doing with it to figure out how many of what I'm going to need. So obviously we've got the racks here set up already. You can see I've got a container down there that I was using for the cockatoides in the last setup. I'm not sure if I'm going to put fish down there or just store supplies or whatever, but basically for the shelf itself, I'm going to be using many little plastic containers like this right here. It's a little, what, 7.5 by 6.5 container. I've also got 13 by 7.5, 13 by 15, 22 by 15, a bunch of them, most of which were being used outside in the previous immersed setup. But since winter rolled in and I didn't have any place to put the plants, most of them didn't survive, so I've got to restart the cultures for the immersed versions of the plants. So basically what I'm planning on doing is each shelf has a different setup, obviously. One shelf, like the lowest here, the lowest has the smallest gap between the two shelves, then this one has the second smallest, then this one third smallest, and this one doesn't have a gap between shelves up there. But basically down here we'll be using these little 7 by 6.5s to start off cultures, and for things like hairgrass and glossotigmia, little square little mats if I want to just isolate those for later sale or something. And here we're going to be having these 3 22 by 15 little, not little obviously, but plastic containers just like this. Give me a second, I'll grab it right up here. So this is what I was using outside as well for some of the stem plants. So you can see it's pretty sizable. It's reaching all the way back into the shelf, back to the wall. I can fit 3 of them, so maxing out the space. These are going to be used for either cryptogrinds, foreground plants like microsword, hairgrass, glossotigmia, dwarf baby tears, and larger baby tears. However, it also might be used for the smaller stem plants, like giant baby tears. What am I thinking of? Babcomoniae, skipping my mind, but Rotala, Rotafundula, stuff like that. For right here, this will be for, keeping the immersed growth going, just in case either one of the starter cultures fails or something like that. I'll still have the ones that are already immersed. I can just push them back a little bit and get them rolling again. Then we have this shelf, which is a little shaky right now, but obviously still making a plan for it. But basically we're going to be having larger things, larger containers, 13 by 7, 13 by 7.5, something like that. And but what was it, about 12 I think, 10 or 12 of them on one shelf. So it's a good size for individual cultures of cryptocrine or some stem plants and some of the shorter plants like hairgrass, of course again, and Glossoptigmia. It's given me a chance to have a larger variety of the plants for the immersed growth, and at the same time to max out as much production as I can from each individual species. Then here at the top, still working out what's going to be up here, mostly because I've got this air vent here. Let me move the camera up so you guys can see this. This shelf right here, still got this air vent that's blocking the way of taller containers. So I'm thinking about either doing 13x7s or these small ones again, or I could do another 22x15 rack up here, just to give me even more space for larger cultures. And then that's pretty much it for the plant growing. This tank will be moved over there or somewhere as soon as I get all this stuff worked out, set up, and everything. Moving back down, we've got this, what I mentioned earlier. Basically, the current plan is some fish, I'm not sure what I'm doing, something in between. Got a battle between white clouds, guppies, endlers, and what am I thinking of? Silver tips, silver tip tetras. Basically, I need a fish that'll breed readily and just keep going without me putting a load of work into it. So right in the lead are endlers and guppies, just because of coloration, so I can still get a profit from them, and ease of reproduction. Obviously, guppies and endlers are two of the most easily bred aquarium fish in the hobby. So yeah, that's this shelf. Moving on to the new stuff. So moving on with this tank, it's still a fight between the fish in here, just as the one over by the rack that I showed earlier, the metal rack, which the fish are still the white clouds, the guppies, the endlers, and the silver tips. But since it's a longer tank, we can add in hillstream loaches, which also breed spontaneously but rather easily. So it's another little fish I can get in there while we're still working on them. Plus they'll work on algae as well to help go against the lack of, mostly lack of filtration and high numbers of fish in the tank. But right now the white clouds are kind of in the lead, considering this side of the room has no electrical outlets. So I can just drag an extension cord over here, put in the filters or the air pumps, whatever I'm going to use on this tank. Right here I'll only need one or two ports and outlets, and that's all I need. For this side, I don't have to drain too much power from one socket in the wall. Yeah, going back to these, basically I'll have water pumps, or maybe I'll do something with an air intake lift. But water from the tank will be recirculating into these containers, and the containers will circulate back into the tank. So you got the cycle: fish poop feeds the plants, plants clean the water, water goes to the fish, cycle goes on and on and on. But lucky for me, of course, they fit, and really all I have to do is drill a little hole, two little holes actually, and get the pump set up, and then the cycle goes rather quickly. Cycling the tank will be a lot faster, considering the water in these containers are just filled with plants and bacteria already. So fish can almost jump right in. If I were to do guppies, I think I'd do the fish that are in the 65-gallon Aquascape Garden of the Roots, just because I've got some really interesting fry out of those guppies, mostly because I had black, pure like Moscow black guppy females that I've had their parents' a long time ago, and I've also got red tuxedos in there, so their fry have already turned out really nicely. They'll be in the next video on the Garden of the Roots, the next update for them. Been a while, but you'll get a chance to see what I'm talking about. But these fish will be mostly just pure food, like food for the plants. Obviously, if I get really cool variation, I'm gonna keep going with that. Do the selective breeding method, and just keep that strain going. See if I can get it out there. Just a little added bonus for the plants. Yeah, that's alright, guys. That's it for this update on the currently evolving fish room. Not sure if I can still fish room, maybe a plant room. Whatever, I'll work out the name later. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is Aquatic Master signing out.